We began farming about 18 years ago, and I'd always had a passion for raising pigs. I had no idea, I can't even tell you where that came about, but we had this idea about raising pigs and selling pork and being part of the food system without understanding the food system. And so we bought our first pigs in 92, and we raised them organically because my mother-in-law was very big into organics back before organics were what they are now. And so we raised the pigs and fed them a lot of produce from the Bradford Marsh, Holland Marsh. We didn't know any better. So we never went through a conversion from conventional to organic. We just always were organic. And so I've never needled an animal, never given it any kind of medicine. And anyway, so we raised a bunch of pigs for fun. In the mid-90s, I guess, we bought a slaughterhouse and a butcher shop. And so we took it one step farther by doing all our own processing of the animals that we were so dedicated to raising. And we moved to this farm in 1999, and we've been here now 11 years. And our business has grown primarily in Toronto, but we do some business outside of Toronto as well. He's 15 or 16 now, and the sole function for him is to keep the whole herd nice and quiet and calm. Yeah, this herd here are a mixture of heifers and steers, and the majority of them are Black Angus, and there's some Red Angus mixed in as well. Well, this herd here is raised exclusively on grass. They come, we put them out to pasture about the last week of April, and they'll stay out till the middle of October, and they're moved every couple days into new fields. So these guys will cover quite an area, and because they're moved, they're always eating the same size grass, what's called a sward. So as long as you keep them eating a similar size sward, they should gain about 2 pounds a day just off eating grass, which is amazing. We take care of two main areas of raising cattle. One is the stress, and the other is nutrition. So we already talked about nutrition, giving them grass, which is what they're built to eat and digest. And the second part is keeping the stress levels as low as possible.
This is Isabel, the Jersey cow, and we're going to go get some fresh organic milk. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We have farm days, and we have all families and kids. And then it's a highlight is to bring all the kids in here. And then we do a milking demonstration, and what blows the kids away is that milk is warm.
Oh yeah,
They've never known milk that was warm.
Very yellowy and orange.
Yeah, very yellow. Yeah, and when you'll see the cream.
That's because of the grass.
Because of the grass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll bring that in and filter it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Isabel.
Thank you, very nice of you. Thanks a lot.
Oh, we're going to pour it out. Here, I'll take that in here.
Milk is good for you.
Talk about fresh organic eggs.
There you go. So they're in their area all morning. They lay, and then in the afternoon we let them out, and they're on grass. So they're eating grass and bugs, and so that causes the yolk to become quite orange.
So that's what that's what free range means.
Yes.
That they're allowed to go not just in a little boxed area, but out into the yard.
Correct. We do have a donkey, Noah. You'll meet Noah. You'll meet Noah, and he thinks he has laser vision and he can kill a coyote from 100 meters away. But no, it doesn't happen. He's quite. You can hear him. That's him. Yeah. Very loud. No, but I mean, if the coyotes are around, if they want to, and they strike in the middle of the night. So I mean, if they're going to get the cat, they will. Not much you can do it. But the sheep we bring in every night, so we have very little. We have had no lossage of sheep this year, but they don't bother pigs. I think pigs are quite aggressive. So because you'll see the pigs are on pasture, and they're on pasture all year, and I think they're a little more aggressive. Maybe they don't like their scent. I'm not sure, but they don't bug the pigs.
7-8 months.
So that's the most that they'll...
Well, in a factory farm, they'll be 5 months.
Really?
These will add another 2 months just because they're running around. And
So they basically have a year.
less than a year. That's what you normally have. They grow so fast.
So they go inside in the nighttime?
No, stay out here.
Oh, no.
Cattle, nothing.
So it doesn't get too cold.
No. Well, we wouldn't raise them out here in the winter. But like this in the castle, when we have the farm days, it blows kids' minds from the city because they've never. And in some ways, we feel guilty because we're giving the impression to city kids that this is how food is raised, when really this is not how it's raised. Right?
Yeah.
So they all go away on all pigs and all that, but really this is like less than 0.1% of how pork is actually raised.
Like, what kind of sacrifices do you have to make having an organic farm? Like,
They grow slower, you use up a lot more land. Like in a factory, you could take umpteen number of pigs and cattle and pack them in together.
Right.
So you need more land. They don't grow as quickly. But I don't know, we find those minor sacrifices. Especially if you can create a brand and believe in it and people buy it and they're willing to pay you. These pigs should cost more than something raised in a factory.
But they don't, do they?
A lot of customers don't expect it to be cheap because food is supposed to be such a small portion of our, of our disposable income. And really, food should be the bigger chunk because that's what keeps us all healthy and growing. We're very excited to work in such close proximity with a store like Nature's Emporium. We were talking earlier and figuring out that we're probably less than 20 kilometers away from the store, which is truly amazing, especially in this day and age where people are trying to get more connected to their food sources. And local is such a catchphrase. I mean, you can't top that. Short of there being cattle in the parking lot of Nature's Emporium, we're about as close as it can. So we're really excited about that.
So there's 3 kinds of categories. There's natural, organic, and grass-fed when it comes to meat products. Where does Beretta fit in all that? And would you be able to tell us the difference between the 3?
Yeah, well, we actually are involved in all 3 aspects. Certain farms are specific to natural. We got into doing what's called natural, which is almost a step down from organic in the sense that the animals don't receive any antibiotics or hormones, but the feed isn't necessarily certified organic. Certified organic has been what we've been doing forever and is what we're most familiar with and what our brand is most associated with. And then grass-fed is what we kind of joke about being the Ferrari of the organic, in the sense that you've seen it from the footage you've taken today with the cattle. That's the ultimate way of raising cattle, to be 100% grass-fed. Unfortunately, in our climate, it's difficult to do year-round. It tends to be quite seasonal. But for us to do true grass-fed, we figure it has to be organic, because why would we then downgrade that? So if we're looking at a hierarchy, if you were of meat production methods, we would have natural and then we would have organic, both being organic, both being grain-fed rather, and then have a grass-fed organic as kind of the, like I said, the Ferrari of meats.